Yo, what's up, family? Before we start the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can. Just bring it out there a little bit more. With that being said, let's get right into the video. A lot has been said throughout the course of the season about the Celtics' crunch time offense. I believe most of it was overblown based on the fact that the Celtics didn't have many clutch games to go on, but I did see room for improvement. And in this series, whether it was pretty or not, the Celtics won 3 games in the clutch, and it was good to see them get tested. So I'm going to be looking at every offensive possession in the clutch, and if y'all wanted me to go back through games 1 through 3 and do sessions on those, just let me know. But let's get into the film. All right, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, make sure you take your shoes off before you come in the house. And again, y'all know I'm a Celtics fan, but I'm not biased, so I will be showing every offensive possession in the last 5 minutes. I don't care if they scored, I don't care if they turned it over, it looked nice, pretty, I don't give a damn. But in the last 5 minutes, the Celtics were 5 for 9 from the field, 2 for 5 from 3, and they had 13 points, had 6 crucial rebounds and 3 blocks. But we're going to be focusing on the offense in this video. So throughout the game, there was a lot of targeting Turner. At this point, I don't mind it because he had 5 fouls, but I do think that Turner is a great defender, and that for specifically Tatum, he was not attacking Turner like driving past him because he's a good shot blocker. It was just a lot of shots over him. But in this particular possession, we get the switch, right? The primary defender on Horford is Turner, so we switch that, and Tatum just goes to work. Now, do I think this is a great shot? Not particularly, but Tatum has gotten his groove as far as shooting in this series, not particularly from 3, but he's just been much more effective in this series against the Pacers. If this is the play with 8 seconds left on the shot clock, and he gets a fairly good look at this, like this is not a contest, I will take this from Jason Tatum. All right, so here we're going to start with a little defense. Good job by Al Horford, and then the help by Derek White to come over and get the deflection. The Celtics get the ball here. We got Derek White coming up, and he's going to call for Tatum to come get the basketball here. We got Al Horford setting the screen, but you can see the intention that the Celtics are playing with, right? They want Myles Turner in these actions. Horford is setting the screen, but he has Siakam on him. So Jason Tatum's like, no, go. I want Derek White to set me a screen. Aaron Nesmith does an amazing job not giving up this switch. The Pacers gave up this switch a lot in this series. They just let Tatum and Brown get whoever they thought they wanted to get. But Aaron Nesmith does a good job here, hounds Tatum, and he forces him to push off an offensive foul. All right, so here we got Derek White bringing the ball up after a Pacers make. We got an angle pick and roll between him and JB. I don't know if this was to switch, like if the goal of this was to get a switch for Siakam, because Brown already has Andrew Nembhard on him. I believe that is a better matchup for him than Siakam. But yeah, I don't know what that one was for. But we go to Tatum, and this is when it switched. You've seen the last 2 clips, it was Tatum trying to get Turner into the action. Now, down the stretch, these last 4 minutes, it was majority of Obi Toppin. They realized that, okay, hey, Obi Toppin is the weak link here, right? So they started to go to Obi Toppin. Now, on this play, it didn't materialize as it will in the later possessions, because the last play you saw that Aaron Nesmith, he went over the screen and just got into Tatum's chest. So this time he rejects the screen, gets a little bit of space, but Aaron Nesmith again with a great contest. So we pass over to Drew Holiday, and the bully ball never ceases to amaze me. Drew Holiday did not settle for a 3 on this play. He used his strength just like he did in the previous game to get us a huge and 1, and he does it again here against Obi Toppin. All right, so here we got Al Horford setting an off-ball screen with Tatum right here to come out to the wing and receive this pass. And again, the target now is Obi Toppin. He's checking Al Horford. We're going to set the screen. Toppin jumps out there like he wants to guard Tatum, so he's going to have to guard him. So now what you'll see here, we got Jaylen Brown telling Tatum to pass it to Al Horford. This is going to set up this action where Jaylen Brown tries to get a quick duck in, which I like that. You have an option here with Jaylen Brown. You have an option here with Tatum. I like having your 2 best players run the actions together. So we can't get the ball into Jaylen Brown. That is fine. We got 9 seconds on the clock with our best player on their worst defender on the court. So now, and Tatum, a very, very nice job not settling for a 3 right here. Doing the hesitation, blowing right past Obi Toppin. He can't stay with you, in a nice finish. All right, so here we got Drew bringing the ball up, and here just a very, very sloppy start to this possession. The ball does go back court, but I think Obi Toppin touched it last, and Horford recovers it. But we essentially start our offense with 11 seconds on the shot clock. And of course, that was a sloppy start, but the Celtics' intentions are still pure on this possession, right? So you're going to see Tatum here. He's going to point to Drew Holiday because he has Obi Toppin on him. And then he's going to motion towards Jaylen Brown for Drew to go screen so we can get Obi Toppin on that switch. Again, the last 4 minutes of this game, we were targeting Obi Toppin. And I know a lot has been said about the Celtics not getting a lot of assists in these crunch time situations, and the ball movement, the player movement is not a lot of it. The Celtics have 2 point per game scorers and guys who have proven that they can hit big time shots, right? And of course, I want to have 10 assists in the final 5 minutes, and I want everybody to touch the ball. But if you can find effective ways to get your best players isolations against weak defenders, or put them in position to get easy points, I don't see how that is a bad thing. And especially when they're taking good shots and they're attacking that weak defender. Here we got an isolation on Obi Toppin, great step through move by Jalen, and he drains it. This video is brought to you by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is America's #1 fantasy sports app with more than 5 million members. It is the most fun and exciting way to get in on the action while you watch your favorite sports and players. You just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. Download the app today and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. With PrizePicks, you could turn $10 into $1,000 in a single game watching your favorite sports this summer. You can make a PrizePicks lineup in as little as 60 seconds. You just need to pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stats projections and you're locked in. When the finals are over, the hoops action doesn't stop on PrizePicks. Women's basketball is just getting started with young stars like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese looking to make names for themselves alongside greats like Breanna Stewart and Asia Wilson. You could win up to 100 times your cash watching them ball out. I've been using PrizePicks for about 2 years and have won a pretty penny in that span, mostly doing basketball and football. Today I have 2 player projections. I'm going with Anthony Edwards more than 13 rebounds plus assists and Kyrie Irving more than 24 points. Once again, download the app today and use the code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. All right, so we got Drew bringing the ball up after a steal, and again, where's Obi Toppin? Right now, he's at the top of the key with Derek White. I think Jaylen Brown is coming down. Yeah, all right, so now Toppin is already on Jaylen Brown, so there is no screen coming. We're just going to try to get Jaylen Brown to the basketball, and Toppin does a nice job here. If you're Obi Toppin in this situation, you've been hunted for the last 2 minutes. The best thing you can do is do your work early and now allow the guy to get the basketball, because you haven't shown the ability to stay with these guys when they get the basketball. He does a great job here of not letting Jaylen Brown get the ball, but then it's a Jrue Holiday drive. And we have seen in the previous game, we've seen throughout this whole series, right, that Jrue Holiday has the chops and the strength. When he puts his shoulder into any Pacers defender, he's able to finish through contact. He did it in game 3. He did it in crunch time in this game. Now you got Aaron Nesmith collapsing on him. He drives, he kicks it. Jason Tatum makes the extra pass to Derek White. This is a successful possession in the crunch. Jrue Holiday drive, kick, extra pass. This is a wide open 3 by Derek White. Right, he just misses it. We get an offensive rebound, and again, where's Obi Toppin? He's checking Jrue Holiday on this possession, so of course Drew's gonna set the screen. Now the shot clock is dwindling, under 5 seconds. Tatum is at half court, so I would have liked him to attack or at least get closer to the basket to take Obi Toppin there. I do think this was a foul, but this is something that you can't call with 1:39 seconds left in the Eastern Conference Finals. This is Tatum's regular shooting style, and Obi Toppin just gets right on his foot right there. But I don't mind this not being called, but the Celtics did not get a score in that possession. And here, man, Jaylen Brown, in this last 1:30 seconds, the two-way sequences he had was crazy. Here gets a steal on Andrew Nembhard, the physicality and jarring the ball loose. He should have been all NBA because of the defense this year. This was probably his best defense he as a Celtic. But here, we got him on the offensive end. He's calling out something. I played in high school. I was a point guard. I'm not tall, so I had to. This is horns action, right? That's the horns symbol. It may mean something else in the NBA, of course. But when I used to call that, it was horns, or like this Texas 2 action where it was just like a pick and roll for the whoever has it and the shooting guard, which is like 2. So he's calling it out, and Aaron Nesmith goes for a steal, leaving this lane open for Jaylen Brown. So now I didn't mind this at all because he reached, got out of position. Jaylen Brown saw that, so he had a lane and drove. And he's against Aaron Nesmith and the paint protection of TJ McConnell. He just ended up not hitting the shot. I don't mind that at all. Yes, I would like more than one person to touch the ball on a lot of crunch time possessions, but Jaylen Brown had a wide open lane. He just missed a layup. All right, so here's just another great defensive play by Jaylen Brown. That's back-to-back on Andrew Nembhard. The left hand block with the hang time. He should have stared at his left hand because you know people be talking about his offhand. But then We get the ball to Jrue Holiday. So now on the floor for the Pacers is TJ McConnell, Siakam, Turner, Nesmith, and Andrew Nembhard. If I was the Celtics, I'll be targeting either TJ McConnell or Andrew Nembhard. They're good perimeter defenders, but they are smaller. So I think if they get the ball to Tatum or Brown in a scoring position, like at the elbow or on the block, they can just overpower them. But before they were targeting Obi Toppin, who was the guy that they were targeting? It was Myles Turner, right? And again, I talked about intentions. Watch how every single Celtics player knows what they're doing. As a unit, they're locked in together. So here, Tatum pointing at Al Horford because Myles Turner is on him, right? So then Drew's going to pass it to Jalen, and Jrue Holiday is going to point at Myles Turner because that's the guy that they're hunting, right? So then Drew's going to go over there, try to get the switch. He gets turned on him. Again, you see Tatum saying the same thing. So they get the switch. Then you're going to see Horford. He's like, oh, I'm going to go set a screen. Wait, no, Drew, you go set it because you got turned on you. So now we do that there. We get the switch and watch the handle by Jaylen Brown. Everybody talking about his handle. He can't dribble with his left hand, all this other shit. He's improved in that area this season. And watch the snatchback and the shoestring handle in traffic, drawing 4 Pacers defenders. And now Aaron Nesmith is in no man's land here. We got Tatum open. We got Drew open. We got Derek White open. Jalen, the athleticism comes into play here because the jump pass, it looks like he's going to pass to Tatum, but he fakes it and passes it to Derek White, and he knocks down the 3. And again, for the last offensive, the last possession of the game, again, you see the intention. Al Horford coming up because he has Myles Turner on him. They're going to set the screen to get him on Drew. Now, what does Drew do? Get the ball to our best player. I got Myles Turner on me, so now you get the switch. And here we got Tatum. Again, I would like him to attack, but Turner is a good shot blocker. Tatum tries to turn the corner on him. Get some space for the 3. I wanted this to fall so bad, but look at Jrue Holiday, man. Look at Jrue Holiday making another game clinching play for us. The offensive rebound, and the Celtics dribble the clock out. Well, not dribble, but Jalen throws it up and we win. But that is a video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can. Just bring it out there a little bit more, and I will see you guys in the next video. But this is Nick. Peace.